are duplicates in the row? Can Excel answer this question? So in row 1, we can see there are 2 duplicates. Row number 2, there are no duplicates. And we want a formula that will tell us true when there's duplicates. And then we want to see how to count unique items. And at the end, we'll even see how to use conditional formatting. So if a new dupe appears, it gets colored yellow. So for the formula, are there dupes? We're going to rely on the fact that there's exactly 160, 114. But over here, there are 2 92s. So we want to count how many of each there are. So we'll use COUNTIFS. The criteria range is going to be relative cell references, that whole row. That way, when we copy down, the COUNTIFS will look at each subsequent row, comma. And then in criteria 1, normally we put a single item as a condition, but we're going to put all the items from the row. That way, this will deliver an answer for each row. 1, 1, 1, 1, all the way until we get to 2, 2. Close parentheses. And let's hit F9 key to evaluate. And sure enough, we get a bunch of 1s. And if there are duplicates, we'll get something greater than 1. Control Z. So I want to ask the question, are you not equal to 1? Now, the comparative operator not is less than, greater than. Together, that means not. If I F9, we can see we get falses, but 2 trues at the end. Now, if we were to copy this formula down to the next row, we get all false values. So we're actually going to put this resultant array into the OR function. The OR function looks through a series of trues and falses. And if it finds 1 or more trues, it will deliver true. That will be our trigger that there are duplicates. When they're all false, the OR function will deliver a false, meaning we didn't find any duplicates. So Control Z, we simply put this inside the OR function, and at the end, close parentheses. Now when I Control Enter, well, I get a true in this row. But when I copy it down, in the second row, we get a false because there are no duplicates. There are definitely duplicates here, none here. Down to the last cell and hit F2, you can see our formula is working. Now, as I look at this, I used the not operator. But guess what? Since we're counting, we're never going to get negative numbers. So we actually can make that comparative operator, F2, a little bit easier. We just have to say, hey, how many of you are greater than 1? Control Enter. When I double click and send it down, we get exactly the same result. Now, for our conditional formatting, meaning we want some color when they're duplicates, well, we'd like to use the built-in feature duplicate values. But we need to have this feature look only at each individual row. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to use the COUNTIFS function, count, so we'll get a bunch of 1s. These will be 2. And we'll say, hey, please add formatting anytime the count is bigger than 1. So to add conditional formatting with a logical formula, you very carefully highlight from the upper left corner. Notice that's the active cell. Highlight all the way down. We're going to create a logical formula up in the dialog box. But Excel will actually, behind the scenes, put the formula in this cell, copy it over and down. So we need to, as a condition in COUNTIFS, look at each individual cell. But as the formula copies this way, it's going to have to be locked on the column. But when it goes down to the next row, it needs to see the new row. So with the active cell in the upper left corner, conditional formatting, new rule, use a formula. Format values where this formula is true. Actually, let's move this out of the side. Equals COUNTIFS, open parentheses. Now, it is not as polite building a formula in this dialog box. Sometimes it's easier to build it in the cells and copy and paste it. But I know that this is the criteria range, so I'm very carefully going to highlight just the first row. Notice the formula is going to go in that cell. So for this row, we need it locked. Notice the default is that the cell reference is locked in all directions. Since we want this to change when we go down a row, the dollar signs in front of the 3 need to be removed. So I'm going to hit the F4 key. 1, 2, and there's column locked, row not. Now that's the criteria range, comma. The criteria, well, since this formula is going to be in every single cell, we just select the active cell in the upper left corner and remove all the dollar signs. F4 3 times. That'll give us a count, and we want that count anytime it's greater than 1. Then we're going to get a true, and we'll apply whatever formatting you want from any of the 4 tabs. I'm adding yellow. Click OK, click OK. Now if I change this to 92, that's looking good. If I change this to 1 and 3, then the conditional formatting goes away, and we get a false. Control Z, Z, Z. Next, we want to count the unique items in each row. So let's use the unique function. The unique function can look at an array and return a unique list. So in essence, it will remove one of the 92s. Now, comma, for the second argument, we're going to use true or 1. That'll return a unique list of columns and remove one of the 92s. Close parentheses. And let's spill this. So I'll hit Enter. And sure enough, it removed the 92. Now all we have to do is count how many items there are. I'm going to count how many columns there are. And that's your formula. Control Enter. Double click and send it down. Sure enough, down here, there's 350. So we get a count of 7. Down in the last cell, the formula is looking good. Now, if we want just a true or false, just like this one, although I like that formula there, I'm going to copy. And here, Control V. So the columns is counting that unique list. But now I want columns to see if it's equal to however many columns there are, which in our case is 9. And that formula will give me true or false. Control Enter. Now, false is not what we want. We want a true. So instead of an equal sign, I'm going to say the unique count, are you less than the actual number of columns? Control Enter. So we get a true. That means there's duplicates. Double click and send it down. And sure enough, down here and here, we get trues because there's duplicates. Now, here's the formula you have to use if you do not have the unique function. Now, we've been using formulas like this to count unique items for decades. And in fact, in my book, Control-Shift-Enter, Mastering Excel Array Formulas, Chapter 17 is all about formulas like this to count unique items. If we enter this, double click and send it down, go to the last cell in F2, well, that will work also. All right, so we saw some cool formulas to see if there are duplicates in a row, or COUNTIFS, columns and unique. We also saw how to count unique items with columns and unique, or the old school. And we even saw how to apply conditional formatting with a logical formula using COUNTIFS. All right, if you like that video, be sure to click that thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe, because there's always lots more videos to come from Excel is Fun. All right, we'll see you next video.